Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. So we did have Conquest mode drop today and we're kind of wrapping up, and so I wanted to stop and shoot this video, and all I want to do is just share some tips with you to help optimize your time inside of Conquest mode. I don't know if you're like me, you've got a full-time job, don't want to spend all the time in the world farming things out of the shop. So I'm just going to share a few things with you that I think will really help you, and also share with you the 3 decks I used to, I guess you'd call it, farm golden tickets. I got 3 right now, but stopping to shoot this video. But the first thing we're going to say, and it's not like my idea or anything like that, but you join the proving grounds and you just snap. Both people snap turn 1, and whoever loses, they just retreat. It makes the games just as quick as a normal ladder game, and you get your medals and you leave. Now, this isn't something I came up with. In fact, I saw KM Best had a YouTube short where he called it Conquest Communism. I like that one. But basically, you join in, both people snap, whoever loses leaves, and you move on. Now, I'll take it a step even farther. If you queue into someone in the proving ground and they're wanting to try hard and treat it like an honest, fair game, just leave. It's not worth your time. It's not worth trying to take 10 cubes from somebody when if you ultimately lose, you get nothing. And even if you do win, it's just 15 medals. Just move on. If they're taking too long, get out of there and move on. Find somebody that wants to snap with you. Now, the second thing I'm going to say is I treat the first round of silver the exact same way. Proving grounds gives you a ticket into silver, and so I just snap as often as possible. A lot of times other people aren't going to do it, but I just snap turn 1, doesn't matter, because ultimately you're going to be able to get right back in here. In fact, when you enter, you get medals. You see right there, I got 20 medals. I actually got more medals for joining silver than you do for winning a proven grounds match, right? And so that's what I'm gonna tell you. Just snap and try to get through proving grounds as fast as possible. Treat the first round of silver the same way. If you lose, no big deal. You can get another ticket in, another match. And then, just treat the last match as a, like a try hard if you want to. And then get into gold. Because ultimately, the higher tournaments, the gold and the infinite, is going to net you more medals. And so, like I said, it seems like this is the best thing to be doing. Get your silver tickets as fast as possible. Treat the first round like it's nothing. If you lose, no big deal. Go back to proving ground, get you another ticket, and join in. I really think that's going to maximize your time and maximize your medals. And it kind of makes it stress-free, right? You can try hard for the last match of silver, gold, infinite. You can do that kind of stuff there. Now, like I said, I do have 3 golden tickets. I do want to share with y'all the 3 decks that I use to do that. So basically, I was recording all this and realized I was on the wrong scene. So I'm sorry if it's not the most pleasant at the start of the video, but I can't really change that. But I do want to share the 3 decks that I use to basically get my golden tickets, decks that I thought were performing very well. And the first one, no surprise, I've made 2 videos on this in the last 2 days, is this deck here that I believe Lambie Series is the creator. He may not be, but that's at least where I got it. So that's what I'm calling it, Lambie. It just did really well. Like I said, you got Zabu able to play out your Dark Hawk package or your Iron Lad early. You're able to put more power out on the board and then play wave that final turn on, I say final turn, play wave on 5, usually wave and Jeff on 5. And then if you're ahead, you just drop leader, and 9 times out of 10, he's going to do the job for you. Ultimately, you do have wave as well. Just did really, really well with this deck. And it was the first deck I played all the way through. The next one is my Kitty Bounce deck. And so this was the iteration that I went with for Conquest. As you can see, is I still kept Invisible Woman, and I do have Shang-Chi in there. And it's just, there's so much wave right now, guys, that I need to be able to explode on turn 5. If I think they're running a Killmonger or what have you, I can sneak the Kitty Pride underneath. I also like sticking Shang-Chi under Invisible Woman. That's always a fun time when he pops up. But ultimately, you're still able to put out a lot of power, not as much power as your, standard Falcon Kitty Bounce that's got more 1-drops. But it does the job against your unfavorable matchups. And right now, I just don't want to run any decks without Shang-Chi. There's so many big cards out there, especially these massive Hulks. You know, back in the day, for people to drop out a 20 power Infinite, they had to float an entire turn for it. And now people are just dropping 20 powered Hulks like it's no big deal. So I do like to have Shang-Chi so that I can remove that obstacle. And then finally, the last deck that I used today to farm up one of those golden tickets is the high roll kind of lockjaw. As you can see, as I made a video about this deck as well, I do have Killmonger in here. That does help me beat the Evo control lists that have Nebula and Sunspot in them that are floating turns. I did tech in Shang-Chi over Spider-Man. Just a lot of the games I had been playing recently, Spider-Man wasn't doing that much. And again, I don't like being cold to these massive cards, and Shang-Chi just, you know, he's kind of a Hail Mary if I got to throw him out. And so, yeah, like I said, these are 3 decks, you know, and you don't have to play this specific list. So you can kind of fine tune them, but they're definitely 3 lists that you can do really well with in these tournament styles. And like I said, I've had a lot of success today, and I'm going to continue farming tickets the optimal way. Y'all better be snapping in proving grounds. I don't want to be playing these like 8-round proving grounds for 15 medals. Lord have mercy. All right. We need everybody on board here. I played a lot of people today that ain't on board yet. We got to get them on board. All right. We got to get them on board. I think Second Dinner is going to shut it down at some point when they catch on to what we're doing. But hey, right now, let's do it. All right, y'all. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. And I will catch y'all in the next video.